What's up, family? My name is ElijahAmmi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a grown folk channel. This is where we have heart-to-heart conversations and keep it real. Here on this channel, everybody matters. Everybody's family. Here on this channel, we express love because at our core, we are love. I love you guys, and thank you for being with me on this beautiful journey called life. Peace.
What's up, family? Man, as a Pisces, something about the water that's just so refreshing and rejuvenating to me. You know, man, whether I'm at a lake, the ocean, a pond, a river, man, it don't really matter to me. You know what I mean? I just love being around water. It's something about water that just does something for my spirit, does something for my soul, does something for my mind. You know what I mean? And just hearing the birds, man, that just adds to it. You know what I mean? Man, family, I want to have a heart-to-heart with you guys today. You know, and I hope and pray that the breeze isn't too much for you guys and that it's not coming across real bad. But, man, it is what it is. I forgot my mic and my headphones. And so, but I wanted to get this message out. And just before I start making this video, man, it was all nice and calm. You know what I mean? The breeze wasn't blowing as bad as it is now. But, again, it is what it is. You know, we do what we do. Family, I get asked a lot, man, what's wrong with me? How come, you know, I can't find love? You know, how come chosen ones always end up frustrated? Chosen ones always be lonely and, you know, by themselves, and lone rangers and lone wolves and all these other things, you know what I mean? How come those people that are Sarsees and the black sheeps, how come we can't find healthy relationships? And, you know, we look around at everybody else and everybody else is in love and everybody else is happy and everybody else is doing their boo thing. And here it is, man, we can't find that, you know? What, you know, is this our curse in life, you know, to be lonely and, you know, to be wanting a relationship and not finding that? Man, I get asked those types of questions all the time, you know what I mean? All the time, by men and women, you know? And the truth is, family, that, man, we live in a dark world. You know, we live in a dark world. Stay with me, we're going somewhere. And there's a whole lot of craziness going on in this world. You know what I mean? There's a whole lot of darkness going on. You know, there's a whole lot of darkness, period. You know, and, man, we came here to be beacons of light. And as a beacon of light, you're going to have to understand that you're going to go through a period of isolation. And if you're not careful, that period of isolation, man, you'll look at that as a stage of being cursed. You'll look at that as you know, you've been lonely and can't find this and can't find your king and can't find your queen and all this other crazy stuff, because that's what we see on TV. That's what we see on, you know, social media and all this other stuff. Family, as a chosen one, as an enlightened one, as a star seed, you know, as a black sheep or whatever it is that you call yourself, man, understand that the most important thing to us is our growth and development. You know, it's our growth and development. And so if you find yourself alone and you're longing for that relationship, man, don't lose hope. Just understand that, man, the reality is that you've been longing for the wrong type of relationship. And what I mean by that, so many of us, we wanted people that wasn't on our level. We wanted people that wasn't on our frequency. We wanted people that didn't have our purpose, that didn't have, you know, our mission in life. We wanted those type of people in our lives. And we fell in love with those type of people that didn't have our purpose, that didn't have, you know, our agenda in mind. You know, they didn't come here and they're not here trying to pursue that growth and develop that spirituality and deal with their emotions and all that other. They're not trying to do all that stuff, regardless how good they look, regardless how much money they have, regardless of how much material stuff they've accomplished in life. Man, that's their focus. You know, that's their agendas, that accumulate material stuff. It's not about their growth and development. It's not about their spirituality, you know, whereas that's our focus. And so the question isn't what's wrong with you and how come these people don't want you. The question is, why are you fixated on those toxic people? And what I mean toxic, and why are you fixated on that low frequency? Why are you fixated and longing and wanting somebody that's not putting in the work spiritually, somebody that hasn't dealt with their emotions, their traumas, you know what I mean? Regardless of all the stuff they've accumulated in life, you know, that's not the frequency that we came to be on. And so why are you fixated on those type of people? That's first and foremost, Why are you attracted to people that look good but ain't put in their work? Why are you attracted to people that got money but they ain't put in the work emotionally? Why are you attracted to people that have a lot of nice things physically, materially, but they ain't about that spiritual life? Why are you attracted to those type of people? Why do you want those type of people? That's the question. It's not about how come they don't want you. It's not about how come they don't love you. It's not about how come nobody wants you and all that other stuff. That's not the question. You're asking the wrong question. The question is, why are you attracted? Why are you addicted to that negativity? Why are you addicted to people that ain't on your frequency? And they ain't trying to get on your frequency. Why are you attracted? Why are you addicted to that low vibration? Man, we have to grow up and we have to understand there's nothing wrong with being alone. Every one of us has to go through that season of being alone to deal with our stuff, to deal with our traumas, to deal with our dramas, to deal with our emotions, so that when we're ready, our king will appear, so that when we're ready, our queen will appear. But most of us ain't really trying to put in the work. We just want a relationship just to skip this phase of being alone. We want a relationship just so that we don't, because without a relationship, it makes us feel like we're inadequate, like we're not accomplishing anything, like we're not worthy. And so many of us, we look at relationships as our validation of, man, I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of somebody being with me. Somebody else values me. Somebody else sees something in me. Somebody else thinks highly of me, that they want to be with me, and whoop-doo-doo. And so we need relationships as a validation of, man, how adequate we really are in life. And that's not real. That's not the truth. Not for us as chosen ones, not for us as those that came here to be beacon of hope and love and all that other stuff. Whether we have somebody in our life or not, man, we are those things. We are worthy of love. We are worthy of, to be praised and worshiped and all that other stuff. Not that I'm saying that you elevate yourself in that manner. It's just, man, you got to know who you are. You got to know what you represent. And as long as you're connected to the Most High, man, you are all those things. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of, honor and praise and all that other stuff. And I know religion has got us so twisted to make us think that, man, that's not humble and all that other stupid stuff. There's nothing wrong with being worthy of praise. There's nothing wrong with being worthy of being valued and all that other stuff, and still being humble. You could be humble and still know that you're king material. You could still be humble and know that, man, I'm a queen and I don't give a damn who see it and who don't see it. That's their issue. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I know my worth. And so, man, how do we get to that level? How do we get, that king and that queen in our life? Man, you got to do the work first and foremost. And doing the work is, man, you got to go through your loneliness. You got to deal with your issues. You got to deal with and understand, why is it you want a relationship so bad? Do you want a relationship just for the sex? Do you want a relationship for the companionship? Do you want a relationship, to make you feel adequate, to make you feel loved, to make you feel valued? Is that your whole purpose of a relationship? Is that what you really need and what you really think of in a relationship? Man, so when you sit back and say that you want this stuff, you got to understand, why do you want this? Why do you want a relationship? Why are you in need of a relationship? What's the intent behind it? Is it because, man, you tired of being alone? Is it because you don't feel safe? Is it because you want somebody to help you financially? Is it because you need something or someone to stroke your ego? Man, you have to understand why you want that. Why is it that your ego is pushing you down that path? You know what I mean? Again, understand the intent. Understand the frequency. There's nothing wrong with wanting a relationship, but what frequency are you on? Are you on a frequency of, man, I want a relationship because I'm lonely? Because that's a low vibration shit right there. Are you wanting a relationship because, man, you just want to have sex and you tired of sleeping around? Man, that's low vibration shit right there. Are you wanting a relationship because that makes you feel worthy? That makes you feel loved? That makes you feel important? That makes you feel valued? Again, that's low vibration shit right there, family. Why is it that you want a relationship? We have to understand these things, understand the frequency that you're on. If you're coming from a frequency of low vibration, you're going to keep attracting low vibration to you. Again, I apologize for the breeze, you know what I mean? I hope it's not too bad. But again, understand the frequency. Everything is about frequency. What's your frequency? What energy level are you at right now? Again, are you coming from low self-esteem? Are you coming from inadequacy? Are you coming from being unloved, unvalued? Man, that's all low frequency stuff. And so you have to raise your frequency in order to attract your true queen, in order to attract your true king. If you don't raise your frequency and get intimately connected to source, God, the Most High, Allah, whatever you want to call it, if you don't get in alignment, you're going to keep attracting that low vibration crap, and you're going to keep getting your heart broken, and you're going to keep getting abandoned and rejected, and all that other stuff. Why? Because you're connected to stuff that's not in your best interest. You're connected to stuff that's not helping you reach your full potential. That's not in your alignment with your greater good. And so the question isn't how come they don't love you? The question is how come you don't love yourself enough to get in alignment, to deal with your issues, to resolve your stuff, to understand what frequency you're operating on, and to make sure that you're in alignment with your greater good. Because you could be in alignment with low vibration. You could be in alignment with drama and chaos and negativity and bullshit and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? So what are you connected to? You know what I mean? Are you connected to your ego? What are you connected to? Again, everything is about frequency, family. We have to understand that. First and foremost, you know what I mean? Everything is about frequency. What you think about, you bring about. So if you're on a low vibration, you're going to keep attracting low vibration stuff. If you're in have a mind frame of a lack mentality, there's not enough good men, there's not enough good women, you're never going to find your king. You're never going to find your queen, because you operate in a lack mentality. You operate in there's not enough. And so you'll never find yours. Everybody else will find theirs, but you won't find yours because you're on a low frequency. To get your king, get your queen, you have to get in alignment with your greater good. Get in alignment with God, source, infinite love, infinite consciousness, all that other stuff. You have to get in alignment with your greatest good. You have to be connected in that capacity. You have to understand why you're longing for a relationship. Longing for a relationship isn't a bad thing. What makes it bad is the frequency and the reason why you're longing for it. Man, I hope I said something that's helped you and that's shared some light on this. Man, again, there's nothing wrong with wanting a relationship, but understand why you want that relationship. Have you put in the work so that your king can appear? Have you put in the work so that your queen can appear? Are you operating in lack? You know what I mean? Are you operating in fear? Fear of spending the rest of your life alone. Fear and, nobody wanting you. Fear and, man, being abandoned and rejected and unwanted and unloved and woo-doo-doo. Man, if you're operating in that fear and that lack, man, you're always going to have lack. You know what I mean? You're never going to have enough. You're never going to have what you want. You're never going to have the king and queen of your life, the love of your dreams. You have to get in alignment. You have to get in alignment. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. You have to do the work. You have to do the work. And everybody's talking about getting stuff, but ain't nobody talking about, man, putting yourself in a position to receive those things. You know what I mean? Everybody's talking about manifesting, but ain't nobody talking about putting in the work to receive. You know what I mean? We manifest all day long, every day. Most of us just don't understand that we're manifesting negative stuff because of our thought process. We're manifesting days and weeks and years and months without our king, without our queen, because of the frequency we're on, because of our mentality. You manifest all the time. If you want that true king, that true queen, man, you have to manifest that. And part of manifesting it is putting yourself on that right frequency so that you can receive it. Man, I love you guys. My queen and I love you guys. I'm not telling you guys something that I read. Man, I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from experience, family. And I just don't want you to have to prolong that process. You know what I mean? That process of isolation, that process of loneliness, or whatever it is you want to call it. Man, you don't have to prolong that. And many of us, we prolong the process because we won't do the freaking work. We're looking for shortcuts. We're looking for a quick fix. And there is no quick fix. There are no quick fixes. There are no shortcuts when it comes to life. There are no shortcuts when it comes to growth and development. There are no shortcuts when it comes to spirituality. No shortcuts at all. You have to do the work. You have to do the work. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.